Your drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
11 more on that one, and another first down. Herbert now. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Heineke to throw for it on 4th down. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Here's Heineke. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Now after the sack, Heineke and the Washington offense going to face a tough 3rd and long. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Herbert off of play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. Again, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Got a man, it's Brown. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. First down, Heineke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Heineke winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it'll be second down. Here's Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. And they'll try to throw now. Heineke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A carry now for McKissick. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 23. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Heineke. A throw to the flat here for McKissick. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now. Being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line. And trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 30. 10.
You get nothing.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. On first down, Justin Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook. He finds some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On first down, it's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Chase Young, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. To try again after the sack, Herbert going deep here for Allen. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Strong coverage by Washington, and now fourth down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that gets them back within 10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
They go play action. Now Heineke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Heineke. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That one caught by the tight end Bates, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To the air again, Heineke. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. On play action, Heineke. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 33. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Looking to throw, Heineke. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To the air again, Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
I had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Heineke. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. To throw is Heineke. Rolling to his right. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. Heineke to throw it. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. There he goes, right side. And hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return it for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away, and now it's down to a one-score game.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. John Bates, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Heineke now. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On 1st and 10, Heineke. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now the play fake, and now Heineke. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A first down throw for Heineke. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Finding Allen. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Herbert going to throw. And Allen's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he stops the clock with 12 seconds left to play. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. Throwing, Herbert. He's got Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. 2nd down and 7. Here's McKissick. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a first throw here in overtime. Dancing to his left. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now Heineke. And this will be caught by Brown. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. To throw again on 2nd down, Heineke. Thomas brings it in. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Heineke. Being chased out left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards puts them right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And that is no good. And that changes everything here in OT. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Charger drive about to get going. At 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Herbert with his first throw in OT. This is swung out to Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Jonathan Bostic in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Third and long, it's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now Heineke. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Heineke on first down. He's going to lose 17 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and forever. From the gun, Heineke. And that is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's third down. And now third and very long. Are you cautious here?
I think you have to be, because the first mantra of any football game is don't lose it. Then you give yourself a chance to win it. And if you go ahead and force something now, take a big shot that doesn't pay off, you didn't help your defense out at all.
Yeah, especially here in overtime. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a fourth down. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their second timeout here. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So it's his second missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. 6 yards left on second down. Herbert to throw. That's complete. It's Cook. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to them. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. It's Eckler again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he missed it. It's no good. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Heineke. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Forced out to his left. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here's Heineke. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And now it's 2nd down. A handoff for Gibson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Dancing to his left. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
4th down, Heineke eluding the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. He'll drop to throw. Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering, because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They'll try the right side with Eckler, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. The game winner.
Does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.